everybody, this is Maureen Wong for YNSStamp.com. Today I have a quick little idea for you, and it looks like it's supposed to be a shaker, but it's not actually. It's clear plastic with confetti inside, and this is meant for New Year's Eve. So when you're having your New Year's Eve party and the New Year rolls around, you can cut this open and throw a bit of confetti, and you can provide one of these to each of your guests. They're really quick and easy to make, and I will show you how. So let's get started. Okay, so to begin with, I'm going to show you the materials I'll be using today. First of all, from YNS Stamp, I have my Scrapworks mini sunburst die set, and this is the one that I designed, so I love using it, of course. And then I have some confetti cut with the confetti die, and over here I have a cardstock that is double-sided in a way. It's got a gold shimmer on one side and then just a plain white shimmer on the other side. So you can see when they turn over, they're just white on the other side. And I like that look, that you can turn it over and it's kind of different from each side, depending on which ones are flipped which way. But if you want, you can use double-sided pattern paper, which is this little pile over here. And all I did was cut the confetti die a couple times, and I took out the swirly streamer parts because they're a little bit too big for my project, and I just used all the tiny little shapes. And so, you know, cut whatever you want. You can just use plain colored cardstock that will also be double-sided, and you can use glitter cardstock. Whatever you can cut with that confetti die is going to work for this project. And then I have an Avery half-size sheet protector. These sheet protectors are a really good weight for doing the stuff with the wood burning tool because it doesn't melt super fast. So it's a little easier to control than if you use flimsier kinds of plastic. And then finally I have my wood burning tool, and it's already plugged in and turned on and heated up. And it goes without saying that you need to be really careful when using the wood burning tool because it does get super hot. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out a bit of this page protector just with the scissors, a little bit bigger than my star because I'm going to make the star shape. Of course, you could use the heart or the flower. It's up to you. And I'm just going to cut roughly around this so that I have a piece of plastic that's a little bit smaller and easier to work with than the whole sheet protector. And then what I'm going to do is get some blue painter's tape. And actually, let me get a bit of new painter's tape right off the roll instead of my sort of used up, not as sticky stuff. You want this to be kind of sticky to hold it down. And actually, I think I'm going to do it this way, face down. And I'm going to tape it over this top point of the star because I'm not going to be fusing that part yet. So, of course, be really careful when you're doing this. I'm going to take my wood burning tool and I'm going to trace around my star. All of these 4 points that are exposed, but not the one that has the tape. So you're just going to want to go nice and slow and steady. And you can see how it's coming apart because my tool is really nice and heated up. And I'm just following along the outline of that shape, and then I'm going off the edge so that it comes off, so that it disconnects from the piece. And then I'm going to just go around here one more time and come off again. And then I'm going to come in and do this last side. And you want to leave your wood burner on because we still have to do that final side, of course. And then you can carefully pick this up, make sure it's not too hot. And then what you have is a little pocket now. I'm going to take off this tape and put this on the side, and hopefully you can see that. You have a little, most of a star, and then this kind of part at the top. But the important thing is that you actually have a little channel in there that you can put your confetti in. So I'm going to go ahead and put my confetti in now. And the easiest way to do this, which I did not set it up properly, is to get just a little piece of paper and funnel it in. And so I'm gonna get just my gold confetti. And you can use as much confetti or as little as you want, depending on your preference and how much you can fit in here. And I'm gonna put that in there, and let's see if you can see this. I put the corner of my paper down into that little channel, and I'm just gonna shake the confetti out and kind of play with the star so that it takes in the confetti into the star portion and not the top portion of it. I think that's all of it. So there is my little confetti, and now what I can do is I can lay back down my star, and I'm going to line that up as best as I can and just hold it down. You can try taping it around the die. You just need to not tape over the portion where you're going to be cutting, of course, and that will work. But I'm just going to hold it down because my fingers are fine, they're out of the way. And then I'm going to just go around that last point. Let me see if that actually cut through. Yes, it did. And careful to avoid the hot edges. But how cute is that? It's a little plastic star with confetti inside. And when it's time for New Year's, you can just cut that open and you have your confetti to throw. And as you can see, there's a lot of room in there, so you can actually fit more than the 2 batches of confetti. But it's up to you, because if you're going to be making a lot of this, you're going to be running through that die a lot, so you might want to put a little less. But if you're not going to be making as much, go ahead and fill it up and have fun with it. I almost forgot to show you, one other thing you can do is put a little bit of decoration. I just have a little bit of this gold baker's twine from Lawn Fawn, and what I'm going to do is take my wood burning tool and I'm going to just place it straight down the tip, kind of near, in this point of the star, not too near the end, but kind of near the tip. And it's just going to make a hole, and it's not going to be, you know, really pretty or anything, but it'll do. And you don't need to move it around much. You can basically just put it down and it'll melt a little hole in there. And the good thing about doing this with the wood burning tool instead of like a hole punch is that it will seal the edges, so you make sure that your confetti pieces don't fall out. And then all I'm gonna do is loop it like this, stick the ends through, and pull it through. And there you have a cute little decoration. Or if you want to hang it somewhere, instead of looping both ends through, you just put one through, and then you can tie the end in a knot. Like so. And then you have a little hanging star. You can put it on your tree in anticipation of New Year's Eve, because I think most people still have their trees up on New Year's Eve. Or you can hang it around their house as decoration, or you can just leave it at people's place settings on a table if you're having a New Year's Eve gathering. And I think the twine just adds a nice little extra touch. So I hope you like this idea, and we hope to see you over at yournextstamp.com, and thank you very much for watching.